Good morning, everyone. Darius Dell here to present our macro minute for Tuesday, October 19th, 2021. All right, so just hopping right in, looking at markets. You have a Goldilocks type morning this morning with stocks up, commodities up, dollar down pretty big against most currency crosses. You got yields flat to down in the treasury market. Inflation continues to complicate the medium term growth outlook as evidenced by break evens across the curves, twos, fives, tens, 30s, all within 3 to 5 basis points of their year-to-date highs this morning. And that complicated medium-term growth outlook is partially why you're seeing growth outperform value of late. Yesterday, we had growth outperform value by 130 basis points on a day-over-day basis. They're up 230 basis points over value on a week-over-week basis. In terms of what's been supporting the market of late, because obviously we're seeing growth expectations come down generally, which is why you're seeing a preference for growth exposures in the market. People are paying up for the growth they can find. On the earnings front, jumping into the chart here, it's been a pretty good earnings season, all things considered. You have sales beating by 2%, earnings beating on average by 13%, and this is for the 10th of the S&P 500 companies that have reported thus far. Both of those figures are well in excess of the pre-pandemic rates. Beat rates. So you're definitely seeing some real oomph to earnings here. We continue to believe that the real complications on the growth front and really how corporate profits are likely to flow out of that really comes in mid to late Q1 when our models have U.S. growth and global growth really starting to decelerate meaningfully to the downside, more meaningfully than they have in recent months. In terms of what's overbought, here we got the overbought signal in the DAX, MSCI Emerging Market Index. Copper's registering overbought in Aussie dollar again for the second day here. And then what's oversold? Got an oversold signal in the VIX, so keep your eyes on your fries there. Oversold signal in the dollar versus the Canadian loonie. In terms of upside downside today, you got 50 basis points of upside in the S&P 500 versus 3.7% downside to the lower boundary of our probable range. Dollar, you got 1.9% upside, no downside, so that's a risk-off signal potentially as well. And then 10-year Treasury, you got 12 basis points of upside versus 11 basis points of downside, so a fair fight there. With that, Darius Dell presenting our macro minute for Tuesday, October 19th, 2021. Best of luck out there today. Cheers.